What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to my Saturday night's main event predictions. Saturday night's main event is obviously on Saturday night, which is tomorrow night. Friday night SmackDown is on tonight, again obviously because it's Friday. We do have two matches that are gonna decide what happens on Saturday night's main event, which I'll get to them first, which is the Women's United States Championship match, why I have Shinsuke here for the US champion. We also have Braun here because neither of the mid-card belts are on the pay-per-view, neither are the tag team belts, but the women's mid-card title is getting a show in here. The women's United States title up first on the SmackDown brand. So we have Chelsea Green, Bayley, Michin and Tiffany Stratton, who all won their respective matches and are through. I don't know who's fighting who. I'm guessing it's two one-on-one matches between those four to decide who will fight tomorrow night for the women's United States title. I don't know who's going to go through out of them. I would assume, well, my main prediction is Chelsea Green will win. Other than that, I think Michin should be the main contender next to her to win the United States title. Bayley doesn't need it at all, although it does make her, it puts her on track to be a Grand Slam champion, because she is at the minute, but with the introduction of the women's mid-card titles, obviously she isn't. But yeah, she doesn't need it. I know there's some debate about being like a what's it called, like not a developed, an established star to win the first women's mid-card title, to like cement it as a championship, just like Natalia for the Intercontinental title has been thrown around. But yeah, Tiffany Stratton doesn't need it. She's the Money in the Bank holder. She shouldn't be going near this belt, I don't think. But I think Chelsea Green would be the perfect one to choose first. You know, she deserves her flowers, I think. She's done a really good job. She's been a good rehire from Triple H. And she's pretty decent. She's entertaining, you know. Not the most serious, but I think she'd be good. Michin as well, I would be fine with her winning it. The other two, I wouldn't like to see them win it, but yeah, I'm going to go with Chelsea. And then on to the other women's match, we have Io Sky versus the Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan. And we have heard going into this match that Triple H does have a major title change in mind, which this might spoil my predictions for the other two matches, the other two title matches, but I am going to go with an Io Sky win just because I want to see it mainly. I'm sick of Liv's title reign. The Rhea feud, who cares? Io versus Rhea was teased the other day. That would be a great Mania match. Two of the best women's wrestlers. Io is fantastic for sure. Yeah, I would definitely like to see them two at WrestleMania. I don't care for Rhea versus Liv. Let's kill that off while we still can. They don't need a title for it either because they're just holding it hostage. But we'll get Triple H out here. Mr. 5-match card. You can leave. But yeah, on to the next one. Sammy versus Drew. A recent feud we've seen with the returning Drew McIntyre, Claymore and Sami Zayn. And he's been bullying him on social media, calling him an Uber Eats worker and stuff like that, which is quite good. We also saw that quite emotional interview where he was saying only one guy reached out to him over in like 3 months of being gone, which is pretty mental. Seemed quite raw and real, which is a different side to Drew McIntyre, but it explains and it does work with his heel persona at the minute, and I'm all for it. And you know, he's a justified heel. He won the Elimination Chamber and the Money in the Bank and held the title for what, 5 minutes? Was it less than that? Was it even 5 minutes from both of them? Not only that, he won the Elimination Chamber. Obviously, he was in a world title match at WrestleMania. He was in a world title match. Was he in another world title match where Punk cost him, or Punk cost him a #1 contendership, and Punk cost him his Money in the Bank briefcase? So yeah, I think he needs to win, and I think he will batter Sammy. You know, definitely, I'd like to see it. I'm disappointed with how Sammy's went. You know, I know obviously he's come back to the bloodline and all that, but I would have liked to see him do more because I think he obviously took on the Chad Gable spot at WrestleMania, which I think Chad Gable should have just took and beat Gunther. I would have loved that so much more. And I still want to see Gable win a title, definitely, but There's rumours that Sammy said no to a Drew Seth triple threat as well. I don't know if that's true. Maybe it is. Maybe that's why they swerved. Sammy versus Gable. I hated that feud. Gable should have won that hands down. Braun Breaker, obviously great, but I don't think he even needs the IC title. But yeah, that's for that. So far I have Chelsea Green winning the Women's United States title, Io Sky winning the Women's World title, Drew McIntyre defeating Sami Zayn, and now I think the one that is, although it's a triple threat, the one that I think is the most predictable, Gunther destroys both of these two, undoubtedly. Obviously, the story of the match will be Finn Balor versus Damian Priest, probably, because we thought Finn Balor was just going to get his one-on-one shot against Gunther, but because of his interference with Gunther versus Priest, we're now seeing a triple threat, which I'm all for. I'm happy with that. Obviously, it furthers the feud. I don't know if Finn Balor versus Damian Priest will go on to WrestleMania, potentially. I know there's talks of Finn getting a bigger push going into 2025, and I'm happy with that. A singles push away from the Judgment Day. I would love to see him win a title, but I don't think that time is now, and I don't think that time is now for Damian either, because Gunther has seemed quite weak of late, more vulnerable than we've seen. I think he's going to destroy these two. Some posts on Twitter and stuff, like Roman's win over Daniel Bryan and Edge at WrestleMania 37, wherein he just stacked them both and pinned them, and that'd be pretty great. Gunther wins this emphatically for me. And on to the main event, Saturday night's main event, Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. The most justified heel turn we've maybe ever seen in Kevin Owens. It makes a lot of sense. Cody Rhodes is the champion. He's held it for, is it 200 days now? It's 200 days, isn't it? Because Liv's is 200 days as well, and they both won it at Mania. Did Liv win it at Mania? Liv didn't win it at Mania. What was the Women's World title match at Mania? Rhea won it at Mania. Maybe Liv's is 100 days. That doesn't sound like long enough. But yeah, Cody has held the belt for 200 days, which I don't see him losing it until the Rock match, at least, when he faces The Rock. Maybe at WrestleMania 41. But yeah, definitely is what I think on that one. And we've seen that little vignette where he opens the briefcase thing and it's all shiny, and Triple H goes, one night only, which is why I have the Winged Eagle title. I don't have the classic black one. I do have it. I can't find it. So I've got this beautiful light blue one. I love this title. This is going to be the DFW title in my PIC-FED when I start it. So yeah, if you're looking forward to that, let me know in the comments. While I'm talking about the comments, let me know any other videos you'd like to see in Daily December. Obviously, this is episode 13, or day 13 of Daily December, in which I'm uploading every day of December and trying to get the subscribers to go up to 300 by the end of the year, if at all possible. Just over 20 away now, so if you wouldn't mind helping me out, please do subscribe. Turn on post notifications to be notified for the next 18 days of the year, the final 18 days of the year. But yeah, that's enough from me. I'll stop plugging. But yeah, that's one of the main reasons I don't see Cody losing with the Winged Eagle title. We want so badly, but at the same time, it would be great if Kevin won it. I would love to see Kevin win it. Obviously, he's a heel, but he's an understandable and a justified heel. He's got good reason with Cody's antics. But obviously, Cody's still going to be the babyface. I would love to see Cody turn heel as well. We saw that sort of hinted at when he came to blows with Carmelo Hayes. Well, not came to blows, but, you know, squared up with Carmelo Hayes. And I like that. I would love to see a heel Cody. I think it will be great when he does turn. I don't think it will happen anytime soon, because he's the face of the company and he's the biggest babyface since John Cena, really. Which is another reason why I don't see him dropping it. But I would love to see Kevin win this. It'd be great. He deserves a world title run. You know, his last one ended horrifically to Goldberg at Fastlane, and I'm not happy about that still. And he should have held a world title since then at some point, definitely. But yeah, I would really like to see him win the title here. I don't see it happening. I am going to go with Cody, which means I'm going for Cody, Gunther, Drew, Io, and Chelsea. Going for 5 out of 5. Unlikely, but we've got a good chance of getting close to there. The Io pick's a bit risky, but major title change, it's got to be one of them. That's the one I see most likely happening after what's been teased between Rhea and Io. But I would love to see this happen. I don't see it. Obviously, if he was to win it, he would probably drop it back to Cody at the Royal Rumble, or not the Elimination Chamber. You don't really have world title matches at the Elimination Chamber generally, do you? But it'd have to be at one of them before Mania, where Cody would probably face Dwayne or Randy. Obviously, Randy's a part of this story as well. But yeah, we don't know what's going to happen. But I am going to predict a Cody win, as much as I would love to see Kevin Owens win the title and hold the Winged Eagle belt up high at the end of the match, which is sort of swaying me. I want to say Kevin, but I just see it being Cody. So yeah, that's my predictions. Please do let me know what you think is going to happen on Saturday night's main event down in the comments below, and what you think of my predictions. Comment whatever you want. Whatever you want to see on the channel, comment that. Please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you next time, tomorrow. Maybe I'll talk about SmackDown and the implications that has, but most likely it'll be an unboxing of a new figure, so a new Elite Series 113 figure. So when you wake up, when you go to sleep, by the time you wake up, there might be a new unboxing, a new review in your inbox, in your subscription box. So, but there only will be if you subscribe. You might have the notification when you wake up, so turn your notifications on. That'll help it. But yeah, I said enough with the plugin. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep doing it, but that's me done for this episode. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time, tomorrow. Goodbye.